get this out real quick. It's a pre recording. I want to read an article about blocking out the sun, is what it's called. What could go wrong? Staten Island, New York. It sounds like a bad sci fi, but it is all too real. There is increasing talk lately about a truly mind boggling proposal that would attack global warming, blocking the sun, also known as solar reengineering or geoengineering. It would involve shooting particles, probably of sulfur, into the atmosphere in order to blunt the warmth of the sun. This would create the same conditions seen when a major volcanic eruption shoots particles into the atmosphere that can measure cool the planet. What could go wrong? Blocking the sun is on the table, we're told, because we humans continue to burn fossil fuels, causing global temperatures to keep rising. But they don't want to tell you that cycles are involved with it, or that the sun isn't a solar minimum, right? They want to leave that information out. So the time may come for a more drastic solution, at least according to a recent article in the New Yorker magazine about solar engineering. But some scientists believe that humans shouldn't mess with galactic ecosystems like this in the first place. And we shouldn't. We really shouldn't. I feel like they're destroying our atmosphere. And if you look back in ancient history and you've actually done your homework, that's why Mars's atmosphere is destroyed to begin with. They destroyed the atmosphere, which caused the fallen angels, right? So I don't know if a lot of my group realizes that the fallen angels were aliens. I mean, they are. Um, but that's probably why we got the alien name, anyways, so that you would research and look and make the connection that the fallen angels are us when we fell to Earth. And then the DNA gets changed, of course, or it don't get changed, but people get changed. We'll say it that way because I don't want to get in trouble. I did not mean it that way. YouTube. So they say that there's no way the sun that would be fair and equitable to all the people on Earth, and there could be unintended consequences. Dimming the sun could affect monsoon season in Asia and Africa, damaging crops that feed hundreds of millions of people. Solar engineering could alter the very light that plants feed on. It could also damage the ozone layer. Fluctuations in global temperatures solar engineering could also severe weather, including floods and drought. The magazine said that the very type of conditions that we're trying to address by focusing on climate change in the first place. There's also concern about how fast temperatures can rise again, were any solar engineering effort to be suddenly stopped. By the way, what happens to us down below if rain begins to fall through those sulfur seeded clouds? Acid rain, anyone? And how about some Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos type building their own sun dimming technology and using it for their own profit making processes? One estimate cited by the New Yorker puts the cost to block the sun at a couple $1 billion a year. Who's going to foot that bill? We are. We are. tax dollars are going to help us. Never mind an even more cool question: who would be in charge? What country gets to decide when the sun is going to be blocked, and to what degree the sun rays will be dimmed, and for how long? And here's the question: once you start, can you go back? Who gets the godlike power to decide where on Earth the sun would continue to shine and which regions would see their sunlight taken away at any given time? That's a lot of authority to give to any single country. But just as worrying is the thought of a global combine of countries, and no doubt multinational corporations have the power to block the sun. And you thought rolling electrical blackouts were bad. Wait until they turn. Think of how this could impact where people choose to live. These are all really good questions. We'll probably never truly know what would happen if we dim the sun until we actually dim the sun. Then all of us will have to live with the consequences, good or bad. We will all have to live with the consequences, good or bad, that the 2% has decided to make a reality. We're told that blocking the sun isn't anything that's going to happen anytime soon. It might take decades to actually have the technology in place. Oh, bullshit. I call bullshit. But there are studies underway around the world that could eventually pave the way to solar geoengineering, according to the New Yorker. Now, they're emitting plumes. And here's the other thing I want to talk about. Did you know if you go back in our genealogy from the time of the fallen angels, did you know blue eyes weren't a thing until about 7,000 years ago? But green eyes, actually, the gold flakes, and I just found this out too. The gold flakes in your eyes could mean that you already have too much sulfur in your body, that you already have too much heavy metals in your body. Look it up. Look up the coloring in your eyes and how the green and the gold flakes and the lavender flakes all mean a certain medical condition. Look it up. The CNBC in October reported that the White House had launched a 5-year research plan to study ways to modify how much sunlight reaches the Earth. I don't trust anybody with that kind of global power. Let's not mess with Mother Nature. I agree. 100. If anyone would actually go and do their homework, they would understand that everything happens in cycles, and we are in a cycle of the sun naturally dimming. And so when you go and you spray particles to block the sun rays, how long is that going to work? How long is it going to cause? What kind of damages could it cause? Like, these are all things that we should be asking. We're not asking. We're not asking because a lot of people are still asleep and still believe what that television is telling them. So, as I said, this was going to be a short video. It actually did pretty good on the recording, as long as I'm not trying to share anything. By the way, this article you can find. It is SILIVE.com. It's Science Live, SciLive. Okay, SciLive.com is where you can find that article, and the article is entitled Blocking the Sun. to fight climate change. What could go wrong? There you go. There's the article. Go look it up. All right, guys, as I said, Happy New Year. And I'll be putting some more stuff out today. And I may actually go live this evening. So, everybody, have a Happy New Year. Enjoy your family and eat good. Stay healthy. Start your resolutions. Whatever you do, get high, drunk, whatever. But have a good day. Everybody stay safe, and I will talk to you later.